Hi, good morning, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful March. Crazy weather we can have sometimes in March, but it'll all be good soon. So, last week, Miss Meredith told you a story about the Good Samaritan, and I hope you've practiced being a Good Samaritan, those of you who are able to go to school, and even if you're not, So this week, I'm going to tell you a story about the prodigal son, or it's two sons and a father. Now, okay, so here we go. It says, a sorry son goes home. Jesus told this story to show how God forgives people who are sorry for their sins. Once there was a father with two sons. The younger son wanted to leave home. He asked his father for his share of the family's money. Then he packed his clothes and left home. The boy's father was sad to see him go. He knew his son was not wise, and he was afraid his son would get into trouble. The young man walked and walked and walked. He came to a place where no one knew him. He spent his money on all kinds of things that weren't good for him. Soon his money was all gone. Do you ever get money for a present and then you go and buy all kinds of things and it's like, oh, now I don't have money for something really, really that I want, The young man went to work for a farmer. He fed the farmer's pigs. Sometimes the young man was so hungry, he wanted to eat the pig's food. Oh my gosh! The young man was sorry he had left his father. He was sorry for the bad things he had done. Okay, and here's a picture of him with the pig. See how sorry he looks? Okay, and don't we all do things that sometimes we get really sorry that we did them? So this young man, he learned really, really a hard way. So, my father's servants have good food to eat, he thought. I will go home to my father and tell him I'm sorry for the things I've done. Maybe he'll let me be one of his servants. So that was a good thing. He didn't expect to go home and get everything back. He was going to go home and work for his dad. So the young man left his job with the pigs. He walked and he walked and he walked. Then finally he saw his house in the distance. Someone was standing in front of it. It was his father. When his father saw him coming, his father ran to meet him. The boy was so happy to see his father, and his father was just as happy to see him. The son said, Father, I have done wrong. I am not good enough to be your son. May I be one of your servants? Now I'm guessing that most of you figure out that the father says no to the servant thing, but yes to being my son. Let's find out. No, you are my son. I forgive you. Then the father said to his servants, Bring some good clothes and shoes for my son, and prepare lots of food. Let's have a party. My son is sorry for what he has done, and now he has come home. So that's a good lesson to learn. If you do something really bad or just something that you know you shouldn't have done, and you're afraid a bit to tell your mom and dad about it, don't be afraid. They're going to love you anyway, okay? So that was our story. And here is our coloring page. And I don't know, I didn't look at it, but it's got dotted lines, so maybe you can make a little book and maybe tell a younger brother or sister or a friend the story of the prodigal son. Alrighty, see you again.